We hope you enjoyed that show. Bob Newhart. I met Bob Newhart back in St. Louis in 1961. We, Smothers Brothers, you and I were working at
Crystal Palace?
Crystal Palace, and Bob came by, and he and Shelley Berman were always, they did phone things, but
real good at it.
But Bob was the best at that, and he still had the most wonderful timing because no one was talking on the other end. As I recall, the bit he did on the show, which was the air traffic controller, was pretty instrumental, and it was part of his thing that he took right into his first sitcom, the air traffic controller bit.
That was written by Lorenzo Music and Carl Gottlieb, and they wrote it from word one. Now Lorenzo wound up producing, along with Dave Davis, producing the Bob Newhart show. And the first time I did it, it just felt so comfortable that I said, I got to remember these guys' names because I've been given a lot of material and it doesn't always feel that comfortable.
Kenny Rogers was on the show again because we fell in love with the first edition.
Of course, we knew Kenny from when he was with the Bobby Doyle trio back there in 1961 in Houston.
But You Know I Love You was a big hit, and we came from the New Christy Minstrels where the format was everybody be a lead singer but be able to step back and sing harmony for the other person. And I was really lucky. I found some really unusual good songs and kind of established the precedent of where the group was going to go. Accidentally, could very easily have been Terry Williams sitting here talking to you now.
It was really interesting and a lot of fun for the Smothers Brothers to have the musical Hair on the show. And a little background on it, Hair was a big hit on Broadway, right? Had been a hit there for a while. And Tommy got involved with Michael Butler, the producer of Hair, and was instrumental in bringing
it out to Hollywood, to the old Moulin Rouge, which we bought.
It was a big supper
club, and turned into the Aquarius Theater. We were rehearsing Hair, and while they were doing the hair, all these long hairs, the guys' crews were a little upset, looking at these guys, and they brought the American flag out and was part of the play, and it touched the ground a couple of times. And so during the break after the blocking, there was the producer came and said, "Tom, the guys aren't going to do it. They're offended, and it's not going to happen." And I said, "What's the matter?" I said, "Well, they don't want the flags touching the ground, and they're not going to do it." So I went out, and I was very involved in the production. I went out, and the guys were all at the canteen having a coffee, and I said, "What's the problem?" He said, "We're not going to deal with this. That's anti-American. I don't like the way it is." And I said, "Well, come on, we got to do. It's a beautiful. Hey, who wants to wrestle?" And big burly cameraman get up. We hit.
What'd you do? You say you wrestle for it?
Wrestle. I jumped on him. I said, "Well, damn it!" And we started rolling around. I had my head locked, and we were on the floor for about 5-10 minutes there, rolling around, and they were hysterical. The cameramen, the crew started laughing. They said, "What's the point? Let's go ahead and do it."
We hope this comedy hour brought back some pleasant memories, or if you weren't around back then, maybe we showed you a little bit of what the world and TV were like in 1968.